Hey y'all, Bay here bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today I would like to do an evaluation of the new hidden ability MULLER and the blue Schneider 2018, okay? Before I go on, let's check this out once again. So here it is, the new blue Schneider and MULLER and the rest of the German players. And what was surprising to me was, I'll go into the details later, but look at the rates, man. Look at the rates, dude. It's 5%. For these kind of transfers, it was always 3%, as you guys remember, right? So maybe they are quitting this 3% and shifting to 5%. Maybe this might be the start of that. And what's inside is blue new Schneider is 0.33, MULLER 0.33, Kautz, Chester, Marius, all of them 0.33. So if you add those up, there's 5 characters. That means like it's gonna have like 1.65 altogether out of the 5%, and the rest include all the past characters plus green Schneider, which is the additional German national team character. So let's move on to the evaluation. Are they any good? So first of all, MULLER. I think you guys all know his hidden abilities, what they are, right? I did the video in the previous one, so for those who haven't watched that, maybe you should go back to that video first. But he has, okay, let me just go over it real quick. He has, his hidden abilities are 3% boost when when the opponent shoots from outside the penalty box, so that's safety zone, 3% boost. Or when your full power is on, you get 3% boost, so that is the second slot. And then the third one is if the opponent shoots high ball, you get 5% boost, or low ball 5% boost. That's four slots. And then the last one is skill block cancel. So this is going to be important for goalkeepers, because if you are skill blocked on like any S rank catch that you've been raising, then you're dead. So it's good to have this kind of blocking skill. So those are the 5 hidden abilities, and his stats was 100 up each for catch, punch, speed, power, technique. So 100 each. So it's like Aoi 2018 or Ribble 2018. For I guess 2018 characters will only get like 100 boost per each segment. I mean, yeah, part of the stats. So that's what it was for MULLER. And when you do the math per each situation, this is the actual catching stats. So when you use, I did 2 parts, windmill and wild catch, because I know some of you have been raising wild catch instead of windmill, so I think it would be nice if I did both. So on at the very top, this where it's white, this is the original. If you don't get any boost, whether passive or any hidden abilities, so that's when your stamina is like really low, that you don't get any passive, plus you don't have like full power, or you don't have anything. This is unrealistic, to be honest, because when your stamina is so low that you don't get any passive, that means you won't be able to do windmill or wild catch unless you do full power. So to be exact, right, you should have 3%, but in this list I did it with 0%. So at 0%, your windmill at the minimum on the left, you get 56.7k, and at maximum, no, sorry, I made a mistake. So this includes passive. On the left, you don't have anything. It's 0, no passive, okay? When your stamina is really low. But on the right, it's your passive is fully on, 30%, but without any hidden abilities. Yeah, that's the white part. So if you have little stamina that you don't get any passive percentage boost, you only have 56.7k for windmill and 55k for wild catch. But if you have the 30% boost, you get 73.8k for windmill, 71.6k for wild catch. Okay, that was how it was from before, but there was 100 additional for the stats, so it's slightly different. It's a little bit better than before because of this 100 up. But from here, the pink cells and red cells, as you gradually go down this list, you get better boosts. Like the second column where it says 3% windmill, 3% wild catch, it's when you get like full power only or safety zone only. That's when you get 3% only. So when you do that, it's like this. Minimum without any passive percentage boost, it's 58k for windmill and 56.7 for wild catch. Whereas if you have 30% max boost from the passive plus 3% for like whether full power or safety zone, you get additional 33 altogether, and that will make 76k for windmill and 73.7k for wild catch. So that's how it works. That's how you read this list. So if you get 5%, that's like when the opponent shoots high ball or low ball shot. You get 5% boost. So then the stats will be like this. And then where it says 6%, that's when you have full power plus safety zone activated. Yeah. And then on the bottom where it says 8%, it's when the opponent shoots high or low ball plus when you have full power. You can't do high or low ball plus safety zone, because when the opponent is shooting from up in the air, that's when the opponent is inside the penalty box basically. So yeah, you don't get that combination. So you can only go up to 8% at max from the hidden ability. So look at the stats. It's super good. If you look at the maximum stats, it's with just 3%, he already reaches 76k with windmill. That is like strong as. Look at this. This is the goalie ranking. This 2018 Mueller used to be in 5th place. Okay, I kept him in 5th place so that you know how much of a rank up he did. So he used to be 72.8k at passive max, right? But now with 8% hidden ability on top of the passive, he'll have 79.7k with windmill. This is good, because now that this guy got so good that Fes Wakabayashi became 2nd and Fes Wakashimazu became 3rd, because with Fes Wakabayashi, even with PSGGK level 99, he can only reach up to 76k. And Wakashimazu with the new karate defense or whatever you call it, you only get 74.7k. So even compared to the best level Fes Wakabayashi or Fes Wakashimazu, this Mueller, at least when his stamina is max, exceeds both these super OP characters. So you can tell how good this guy is. And even comparing with the hidden ability Red Mueller, JY Mueller, he used to only get 67k with European 2% boost hidden ability, plus when the opponent is Japanese, he gets Japanese player killer 5% decrease, which means he gets like an increase, right? Or was it maybe he gets an increase? I forgot. But yeah, he could only reach 67k. So look at the difference. Against JY Mueller, he gets like what, 12, 13k difference. Of course, you know, there are pros and cons about this 2018 Mueller. If the opponent keeps shooting and you have to defend your goal many times, you gradually lose your stamina, and then you'll start to be weaker, and then at the end it'll be the right one, 56.79k. But still, man, what's important for the goalie is how strong is your best move, right? So if you think about this guy is good for sure. Yes. So that's Mueller. I hope it's clear. I made it as simple as possible because I thought what's important is for you guys to know the key part about this Mueller. How have he changed, and how has he, like, what part and how strong, right? So that's what I did. And then let's move on to Schneider. So I made a comparison between all the national team's Schneiders. So on the very left is the old Schneider, the green one, the very first 2018 Schneider, and in the middle is the fresh Schneider, and then on the right is this time Schneider. Look at this new Schneider has penalty area master 20%, right? So on the very right cell is when his passive is activated, okay? Even compared to Fesh Schneider, this guy, if he's in the penalty box, he exceeds Fesh Schneider. Yes, he does. And because Fesh Schneider's passive is type link toughness, today, if you're not going with toughness European, he's gonna be losing some of his passive percentage. So he won't reach this 13.3k at the end if your team is starting to change from red 100% to like some like blue or green because you need to use their like hidden ability and stuff. So if you think about that, this new Schneider, yes, there is a limitation. You have to bring him into the penalty box, and in order for you to do that, this guy will need to try hard. But once he's inside the penalty box, or like, you know, you don't have to make him go by himself, right? You can use some other characters to bring the ball up and then pass to this Schneider when he's inside. So when that's done, this guy is good. He exceeds Fesh Schneider for dribble and shot. Plus even tackle he does. Well, tackle, it doesn't really matter because if he's not in the penalty box, and when you use tackle, he isn't in the penalty box most of the time, so it doesn't make sense. But still, you know, his stats, even compared to Fesh Schneider, exceeds this Fesh Schneider for some parts, some important factors. So that's good. And even compared to the green national team Schneider, which has Japanese player killer 20%, even if he does that, this new Schneider is better on shot and super close on dribble. Slightly better for the green one, but it's like super close, so it's good. Yeah, so this Schneider, actually, I thought it wasn't gonna be this good, to be honest, but it's good. And if you multiply this guy's shooting power to the level 99 skills, the one he already has originally, 440, loop, fire, it'll end up to be 59k, which is not super great. But if you give Neo Fire to this new Schneider, it's gonna be 64k. 64 is better than Fesh Schneider, of course. So I think for those who have extra Fesh Schneider, maybe you might wanna, and if you successfully get this new Schneider, and if you're going with like mixed color European, or like if you can build agility European, because this new Muller is strong in his agility, maybe you might wanna shift the Schneider's Neo Fire to this Schneider. Yeah. Only thing that will be hard for this new Schneider is, like I said, outside the penalty box, he's not as good, of course. So you have to think how to play with him. That's it. Yeah. So I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe because I will be pulling transfers during the weekend, and the transfer might come first. But anyways, please do subscribe because that helps. All right. Thanks for watching, and bye.